You ain't just packed this shit up. You been sneaking it back through here, and we already know you have. That's why we jammed you up. We know this war was coming. We need
They gave it a warning.
Come on,
go
man.
if you ain't got specific business.
What that show for black women in the United States and the vice president as a black woman? You supposed to be on the front line. You supposed to be on the front line.
There used to be a time that fairy tales would.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor, hit the notifications button right now and share this video with people that like this type of content. All right, guys, I am on vacation right now, but you know with me, there is no days off. We stuck in traffic down here in Miami, but we still got to put videos out for you guys. And today I'm going to be talking about Brittany Griner, and we'll also be talking about Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson breaking up. But first, I want to talk about Pete, then we'll talk about Brittany. All right, first, when it comes to Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, we all knew that one day Kim Kardashian was going to get rid of him due to the simple fact that she grabbed him up so fast. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of men fall into Pete Davidson's situation. And what do I mean by Pete Davidson's situation? That's where you get to date a woman of a high caliber that may look good outside the norm of what you're used to dating. So typically when men find themselves in this type of situation, you have a tendency to fall in love real fast and go along with the flow because it feels like a once in a lifetime situation. A lot of men find themselves in relationships with beautiful women because they feel it's a lifetime situation and they need to take the opportunity for it. What do I mean? You have a lot of guys that know that they're going to get these type of women because these type of women are going through some type of phase. And when the woman breaks up with them, they're not going to take it that bad because they were in it for the experience anyway. You got to think about like all the little boyfriends that J-Lo had, Madonna had, and all these other celebrity women that have had younger guys. They do it for fun. And that's the situation with Kim Kardashian. The reason why she chose to do this is because she needed a theme. I tell you guys all the time, women live in themes. If you give a woman $1 million, she'll blow it trying to live out a theme. She'll constantly buy new clothes. She'll constantly take different trips. She'll constantly do different things in her life in order to live out the theme. The theme with Pete is over with. All right, and the reason why is because it didn't work out the way that she wanted to because they constantly look like an odd couple. She has 5 kids by the same dude. Pete would never top Kanye in anything, so the relationship already looks mismatched. What do I think is going to happen from here? I personally think that her and Kanye, some way, somehow, are going to end up back together because they had to sell the image for Hulu. You have to realize she went from A&E to Hulu. Hulu cut a bigger check, so they had to come up with a theme to get people to watch them. Now that the season's over with, she's going to get rid of Pete because maybe the ratings are not that high. So expect Kanye to come back in her life and expect them to magically start to live out a romantic theme again. Next, let's talk about Brittany Griner getting 9 years. Now, before we talk about Brittany Griner getting 9 years, let's stick to some facts first. All right, the first fact is that she played for the Russian basketball team. If a lot of you guys did not know that, she's been part of the Russian basketball team since 2017. And what happened in this situation is she found out that Putin was getting ready to invade over there across the pond, and she decided to quit the team and leave. In the process of her quitting the team and leave, they wasn't letting her get out the country, and she got caught with the stick. Now, this is the thing that's funny about it. She's always had that pen. She's had that pen for years, and she's broke that down into interviews like, I've never had any problems before. But she had problems when she decided to quit the team that put together because she wanted to support the Ukraine. Now, what people need to understand is you're not supposed to shit where you fucking sleep, or you're not supposed to shit to where you eat. You're not supposed to go to somebody else's country and represent them in basketball and play in their league and then get mad whenever they decide to retaliate against another country. She is getting punished for not only being a traitor, but for also being part of, for also thinking that she had the right to leave. You gotta realize they've already paid her. So they're sending a message to Biden and they're sending a message to her with the 9 years for being a traitor. You guys have to realize this was not no random situation where she was just visiting Russia and then she left and got caught. No, she's been in and out of Russia for a very long time. It's just that this time she got caught up. Next, we're gonna talk about black women. Black women, this is why society aims at you first, because you push the agendas better than any other race of women. You always got the black woman that's gonna push the agenda. So Brittany Griner's been pushing the LGBT agenda. She's been pushing the Black Lives Matter agenda. So they know that, oh, you want to push these agendas? We don't do these agendas over here. We don't do Black Lives Matter over here. She got arrested with a Black Lives Matter shirt on and not even realizing you're in a country where they really don't even like you already. So they're pretty much looking for a reason to pretty much harm you in a way. And black women need to understand that you have to stop pushing agendas and thinking that you're entitled to some type of rights. That's what she messed up at. She felt like an entitled brat that got mad what was going on with another country's government and then tried to do something about it to I guess send a message, and it backfired on her. This is another reason why Trump says she's a spoiled brat. You have to understand, you don't go to other countries with the same belief system that we have here in the United States, because every country that you go to is different, and not too many Americans understand that way of living until you go to another country and you get trapped inside. Now, what do I think is going to happen here? I don't think she's going to end up doing 9 years. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's something that I don't think that she's going to do. I think that she's going to be used in a ploy for politics. All right? She's going to be used for power. She's going to be used to negotiate. I think that Trump is going to negotiate her getting less time and possibly being released in order to give him the leverage in the next election. It works out perfect. And the reason why is because him and Putin are good friends. You don't think he can make a phone call and say, hey, why don't you just go ahead and release her? It was marijuana oil. It's not like it's the flower. It's not like she got caught with pounds. She got caught with a pen, a little vape pen. Are you kidding me? 9 years for a vape pen? So understand that what you're watching now is called chess moves. It's going to see who's the weaker vessel. She would not do 9 years. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. There's no way that she's going to do 9 years, but she is going to stay in jail until they make enough money off the media from her. All right? They have to make the money off the media for her, because that's just what it is. They put themselves in position to do that. So those are my opinion on Kim Kardashian and Brittany Griner. That's just the world that we're living in. One side of the world is fake and it's strictly for views. The other side of the world is part of the agendas, and agendas don't work in every country. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.